Okay, this is homework 8.3, testing hypothesis about a mean. Now, the first question says, use 0.10 significance level to test a claim that sample is from a population with a mean greater than 120. So, number one claim is mean, which is a mu. This is, we say mu, which is the mean, is greater than 120. So this is case 304 because there's no equal sign. Now, the null hypothesis is 120 and alternative hypothesis is greater than 120. So this is right tail test. Now, the test statistic is x bar, the sample mean, minus mu divided by s divided by, again, square root of n. Okay. Now, it says sample mean is 126.08 and minus 120. Standard deviation is given as 16.09045 divided by number of sample is how many? 100. Square root of 100. Here. Okay? So now, this is the data if you want to look at it. That. So mean of that is this. Standard deviation is this. Okay? So now, so if you calculate this one, I'm going to use this calculator. Okay, here. So enter the value there. So 126.08 minus 120 divided by, I'm going to put square root, in parentheses, 16.09045 divided by square root of 100. Okay, and then close parenthesis and another close parenthesis will give you 4.029. Okay, now this means now I'm going to find p-value. So to find p-value, you have to and then draw the normal distribution, and then 4.029, so it's positive there, 4.029, and then all the way to the end, because it's right tail, over there 999,999. So to calculate p-value, actually, I cannot use it because this one doesn't have it, so I have to use this calculator. Okay, now, to calculate p-value, what you need to do here is, this is t. So go to second bars. Do you see TCDF on the number 6? So click that, and lower is a 4.029. 4.029. High is 999,999. I have there already. Degree of freedom is 99 because 100 minus 1. So if you do that, p-value is, this is the area, so p-value is 0.0005499, okay? Because it is 5.499 times 10 to the negative 5. That's why you have 4 zeros there, okay? All right, now, so let's answer it. Well, not only that, since p-value is less than alpha, alpha is 0.10, right? Because it's less than alpha, we reject the null hypothesis. So that should be case 3. Okay, so what case 3 says, the final conclusion is sufficient evidence to support the claim. Claim of, what was the claim? Mu is greater than 120. Okay, so now let's answer it. So this is mu is equal to 120 and h1 is mu greater than 120. Okay, right. And then what is test statistic? We have 4.029. So round to 2 decimal. 4.03. Okay, so 4.03. Oops, wait a minute. Test statistic. 4.120.08. Okay, 16.09045. No. Let's try this again. Okay. Okay, clear. Let's do it again. So 6.08 divided by parenthesis 16.09045 divided by square root of 100 parenthesis. Oh, how I get 12.029? Sorry about that. So this is actually 3.7786. Okay, so now then this changes too, because I get, this is based on 3.7786. So now do it again with this, and then I'm going to clear that, and second bars, and then second bars, TCDF, and then 3.7786, and then 999, degree of freedom is 99, 100 minus 1. So I have actually 0.0013475. So now, so here, so now the statistic is not 4.43, but what is it? So it is 3 decimal. This one better be right, 3.78. Okay, so I'm going to change that to 3.78. Okay, and then p-value is 3 decimal. Now look at it. So p-value is again 3 decimal is 0.000, which is just 0. Okay. Okay, and then I think the rest of them holds. You're going to reject the null hypothesis. There is sufficient evidence to reject the claim. Now. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, to support the claim. Sorry about that. Oh, I just wrote there. Support the claim right here. Support the claim. Okay. Oh, okay. So that was the first one. Okay, let's look at the next one. Question number 2. Now, always look for the claim. Okay, what is the claim? Use 0.10, test the claim that population has a mean equal to 4.25. So, number 1, claim is mean equal to 4.25 equal sign, so it must be case 1 or case 2. Number 2, null hypothesis is 4.25. Alternative hypothesis is mu not equal to 4.25. So this is two-tailed. Okay, so now, test statistic, which is t now, x bar minus mu divided by s divided by square root of n. Now, so it says x bar is what? 4.19, mu is 4.25, s is 0.54 divided by how many n? 97. Okay, so stick it in the calculator. So 4.19 minus 4.25 is that. Divide by, I'm going to put parentheses, 0.54 divided by square root of 97. Parentheses, and I need one more for that. And then, so this is negative 1.0943. Now, to find p-value, if this is negative 1.0943, all the way to the end is negative 99999. What is the area? Not p-value, area. So I have to use that. So I'm going to clear, and second bars, go to TCDF. The lower is negative 99999. Negative is, lower is negative 999,999, and the upper is negative 1.0943. Okay, and then degree of freedom is 97 minus 1, 96. Okay, so this area is, okay, going up a little bit. This area is 0.13828, but p-value is twice of that, 2 times 0.13828. Why? Because two-tailed test. Okay, so p-value then is, now I'm going to multiply that guy by 2, is 0.27656. Okay, so now since p-value is greater than alpha, what is alpha? Alpha is, what is it? 0.10. Okay, 0.10, definitely greater. So we failed to reject null hypothesis. This was case 1 or 2, so this is case 2. What is it? Not sufficient evidence to reject the claim. Okay. Reject the claim of what? Claim of what? Mu equal 4.25. You cannot reject that. So here. So let's answer everything. So that should be the answer, okay, for the first one. And then test statistic. I got the test statistic right here. Okay. So 2 decimal. So I'm going to say negative 1.09. Negative 1.09. Okay. P-value, I have a p-value right here. Okay, you're going to multiply twice. So this is p-value. How many? 0.277. 0.277. Oh, it better be right. 0.277. 0.77. Okay. Now, so like I said, fail to reject null hypothesis. There is not sufficient evidence to reject the claim. Okay. So we're gonna not sufficient evidence to reject. So there's not sufficient evidence to it. Okay. There's not sufficient evidence equal to is not the reject. Okay. All right. Okay. The wording a little, strange, but you have to understand. Okay, this is question number now 3. Okay, always look for the claim. There's a test claim that population mean is less than 6. Okay, so number 1 claim, just question 3 I mean, claim is population mean is less than 6. So this is case what? 3 or 4. Null is always equal. Alternative hypothesis is same as the claim. So this is left tail. Now, you can actually use this calculator this time, using a calculator. Okay, test statistic T is here. So this is, go to stats, go to test, and t-test. Okay, so enter those values here. Now, so what is we testing against? 6. Okay, u0 equals 6, as you can see over here actually. And then what is sample mean? What is x bar given? X bar is 5.57. So type 5.57. And then S is what? 1.91. And then N is 192. And then which one you want to highlight? Now H1 is less than. So you want to highlight which one is, oops, clear. I'm going to do it all over again. I'm sorry. So stats and go to test. I say t-test. I think I hope still there. 6, 5.57, 1.91, and is 192. And then you want to hide less than, because that is always same as H1. Okay, H1 is less than. So you want to highlight which one? This one in the middle one. Okay, you hit enter, and then forget the blue stuff. Calculate. So as you can see, the statistic is negative 3.1195, and p-value is 0.001046. You're welcome to use calculator, okay? Using a calculator is okay. So now, so let's enter it. Well, not only that, we got to finish it. So now, number 5. So p-value is less than alpha because alpha is 0.05. 0.05. This is smaller. So what do? You reject null hypothesis. This is case 3 or 4, so it must be case 3. What case 3 says? Sufficient evidence to support the claim. What was the claim? Mu is less than 6. Okay, let's answer it now. So this is D, of course. And then test statistic, what we have? Negative, this guy, So 2 decimal. So negative 3.12. Okay. Negative 3.12. Better be right. And then p-value is a 3 decimal. So let me look at it. So this p-value is 0.001. So 0.001. Okay. Now, so what is it? Reject the null hypothesis. There is sufficient evidence that is equal to, is less than, because that's the claim, right? Less than there. Okay, so that was question number 3. Let's look at question number 4. Let's move it up. So question 4. Now always look for the claim. So what is the claim? Test the claim that cans of Coke has mean volume of 12. Okay, so number 1, claim mean is 12. So this is case 1 or 2. Number 2, null hypothesis is 12, of course. Alternative hypothesis is not equal to 12. So two-tailed, right? Number 4, now test statistic is T using a calculator. So we're getting lazy now. So now, so go to, you can actually use this one if you want. Go to, you gotta turn it on, and then go to clear and the stats. Go to test. I believe it has it. Do you see T stats right there? Okay. So now using stats. What does it mean there? We're testing against 12. Okay. What is X bar? X bar is 12.191. 12.191. What is this S? The 0.107. 0.107. How many? N. 36. 36. Which one you highlight? Here, not equal to. So it is being highlighted already. Hit enter and go to calculate. Now, so test statistic is 10.71. 10.71. Number 5, what is the p-value? P-value is 1.3658 times 10 to the negative 12. That means how many 0? 0.00. How many 0? 13158. 11 0. Always 1 less than 12. So definitely p-value is less than alpha. Alpha is, what is alpha? 0.01. Okay. So what is it? You less than alpha. So reject the null hypothesis. So this is case what? 1. So what are you going to say? Sufficient evidence to reject the claim of mean volume of Coke is what? 12 ounces. We're going to reject that. Okay, so now let's answer it. So null is mu equal to, what is it, 12? Alternative is, I believe it was not equal to 12. Okay. And then test statistic, where is it? Using 2 decimal. Well, I get 10.31 already. I mean 10.71. So I'm going to put 10.71. Okay. And the p-value is like 0, isn't it? E value is pretty much 0, but so many zeros. You can just put 0. Okay, I think that should be good. All right, now we're going to reject the null hypothesis right here. Okay, so we're going to reject the null hypothesis. There is sufficient evidence at 0.01 second level to reject the claim Coke mean volume is 12. Now, it appears, it doesn't appear the consumer is being cheated. Now, what do you mean by cheating? Think about a Coke bar, think about a Coke. If it says, what is it? 12 ounce. Okay. Now, if it's or if it says 12 ounce, suppose this is now. The question is this: why you reject? Because volume is not 12. The question is it more than 12? Is it less than 12? Now, when test statistic, okay, here is positive, then actually you're getting more than 12. Okay, so maybe if I let me draw this one. Let me draw this again. Here, let me draw a little bigger. Suppose this is 12 ounce, but actually you're getting here. So this is more than 12. Why? Why? Because test statistic, which is 10.71, what is positive. Okay? So actually you're not getting cheated. You're actually getting a little more. The thing is, it's not 12 ounce. That's what it means. So it appears the consumer, no, it does not appear because you're getting more. Because consumer are getting more than or at least 12 ounce. Okay, so that's what it means. Okay, so let's go to the next one, 5. Okay, oops, get it going up there. Okay, here. So question number 5. This time, what is this? Let's below lead concentration. Okay, let's look at concentration measured in different Ayurveda medicine. Ayurveda is a traditional medical system commonly used in India. The lead concentration here from medicine manufactured in the United States. Assume that a simple random sample. Okay, test the claim that mean lead concentration is less than 14. So now, let me just move this one over a little bit because we know the story now. Okay, so claim mean is less than 14. So again, this is case what? 304 because no equal there. Null is always equal. Alternative is now less than 14. So this is left tail test. Now, so to find test statistic, you need x bar minus mu divided by s divided by square root of n. But what is the mean? What is the standard deviation? It's not given. So you need to find it. How to find it? Well, you click the, where is that? This icon right there, open in StatCrunch. and then go to stats, go to summary stats column, and we need var 1, and then we need two things, right? Mean, and what else? Standard deviation. So you click that, and then I'm going to copy that, okay, here. Where are you going to copy it? I just saw. Where is that? Where is that? Where is it? Here. Okay. Oh my God. So X, the mean is, let me write it here, 11.057. Standard deviation is 6.4529546, all that kind of stuff. Okay, that's what I need. Now, so you want to compute this one? You don't have to. You can do that in the calculator. How? Let me use this guy now. Okay, and then like I said, you go to stats, go to test, and then t-test. Now, so here, what are we testing against? 14, mu 14. What is x bar? We got this x bar. So put the whole thing there, 11.057, 11.057. What is S? Put the whole thing there, 6.45, 29546, 29546. And then N is how many? N is, oh boy, I had a, did I erase that? What was N? N, did I say N? And did I say, let me count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, N is 10. Bring it up there. So N is 10. And then it is less than, right? Okay. In the middle. Look at the claim. It is less than. Okay. And then go to calculate. So now, so you have, come on. So you have T is, what is it? Did I calculate that? Yeah. T is what? Negative 1.4422 blah. And then p-value is 0.09156. Okay, that's what we need. So let's answer the rest. Okay. Don't you hate this thing? Don't you hate this? Okay, put a little bit over here. And then move this one over here, okay? Move this one over next to it. This is crazy stuff. Here, okay, I'll just do it. So 0 is mu equal to, what is it? 14. And then h1 is a mu less than 14. Okay, and then check. Okay, and then test statistic, you see that 11, so now, so 11.06. So I'm going to put 11.06, better be right. Oh, gosh. Okay. X is, okay, 11 point, let me, okay, let me do this again and then here, open StatCrunch. How can it be wrong? Stats, summary stats, column. We need mean and division, I said, right? Mean is 11 point, did I say that? Mean is 11.057. Where was it? Right here. I don't need to see that big. Come on. So 11 point. Huh? What? Say again. No way. TechCrunch. I hate this. Summary stat column. Part 1. I need the mean and come on. I need the mean and standard deviation only, please. So 11.057, 6.4. I got that one. 4529546. Yes, I have that right. Okay. So now go to here. Sorry about that. Am I clear? Go to test. What test? T-test. So here, this is 14, and then XY is 11.057, 11.057, and then S is 6.4529, gosh, 546, and then N is 10. I'm sure it was 10. And then it's not equal to, so I like not equal to, calculate. So negative 14422.09156. I got everything right. I don't know why. Here, tested this is 11.057. So 11.06. Sure. Okay. You know what? Let me do it. I don't think I'm going to get a different answer. 11.057 minus 14, hit enter, divide by, parenthesis, S is 6.4529546, divide by square root of 10. 10, close. Negative 1.4422. Wait a minute. Oh my God. No. Statistic is not, I'm going crazy right now. Statistic is negative 1. I wrote it here. Mr. Lee, you're going crazy right now. So this one, why I put that stupid number there? Okay, I don't know. So it should be negative, so stupid of me, negative 1.44. I don't know how to read number correctly. That's the problem. Yeah. And then p-value is 3 decimal down 0.092. Okay, better be right. 0.092. Okay, yes. And then so now, so you know, for the rest of it, come on, don't you hate this? Okay. So now number 6 is since p-value is 0.092 blah blah is what? Greater than alpha, which is 0.01. So what that means is fail to reject. Null hypothesis. Okay. So that means case what? Case 4. Okay, what the case 4 says? Not sufficient evidence to support the claim. To support the claim. Claim of what? Mu is less than 14. Okay. Not sufficient evidence to support the claim. Okay. Of mu is 14. So now, let me finish it. You're going to fail to reject. There is not sufficient evidence to support the claim of this is less than 14. Okay. All right. Is that okay? So that was question number 5. This looks like this is the last question. Oh, I'm glad we're almost over. So let's go to question number 6. Now, what is that? Student estimate the length of 1 minute without reference to. Okay, so they want you to close your eyes, and I'll give you start now, and then raise your hand when you think it's 60 seconds. They want to estimate 60 seconds. Okay, so look at this guy. He said, after 21 seconds, he said this is 60 seconds over. That's crazy. Right? Anyway, so the claim is. Look at the test claim, used for the tested claim that mean is equal to 60 seconds. In other words, mean is 60, which is case 1 or 2. Null hypothesis is mu equal to 60. Alternative hypothesis, then mu not equal to 60. So this is like a two-tail. Okay, so test statistic is t, again, x bar minus mu s divided by square root of n, but we don't know what is x bar. We don't know what is s until we find that in StatCrunch. So take that StatCrunch, where is StatCrunch icon? Here we go. Okay, open StatCrunch. And then go to where you want to go. Go to stats, summary stats, column, bar 1. And then we need the mean and standard deviation. Okay. So now, if I lose it, I better write this down. So this is 62.9334 ever 3. 19.840 is good enough. Now, so we need to find what is then test statistic. So I'm going to use calculator. Oops. Okay, so I'm going to use my calculator. Okay, turn it on. Clear. Stats. What is it? T test. Now put everything there. Now, what is we testing against 60 seconds, and then x bar is what? 62.93333 like that, and then s is 19.840, and then how many samples did I calculate that? So let's look at how many samples there. Look at the data. How many? There are 15 of them, okay? So there are 15 of them. So I'm going to put that on my calculator there, n equal 15. And then, it's that H1 is not equal. Do you see that? So you have to use that. So not equal, highlight that and go to calculate. So I know that test statistic is let me write it here. Tested is what? 0.5726. And then p-value underneath is 0.5726. 0.57598. Okay, so this is test statistic, this p-value. So now we can answer. Now we can go ahead and finish it. Since p-value, which is 0.57, is greater than alpha, what is alpha? 0.10. Okay, so 0.10 greater than. So then what are you going to do? Fail to reject null hypothesis. Okay, that means what? This is case 1 or 2? Case 2. What case 2 says? Not sufficient evidence to reject. Okay, to reject the claim of, what was the claim? Mu equal to 60. Okay, not sufficient evidence to reject the claim. So people pretty good estimating 60 seconds. That's what it means. Okay, so H null is mu equal to 60. This one is mu not equal to 60 because it's two-tailed. And then now let's answer this stuff here. I need to move you a little bit over there so that I can see better. Okay, test statistic. What is test statistic? We have it right there. Oops. I mean, this guy. Okay, 2 decimal 0.57. That's what I'm looking at. 0.57. Okay. What is p-value? I'm looking at right there. P-value is, again, very big p-value actually. 3 decimal 0.576. Better be right. 0.576. Okay. So now I wrote everything there. What is it? Fail to reject. Fail to reject the null hypothesis. There is what? There is here. Should hit this thing. Not sufficient evidence to reject the claim. Oops. There is not sufficient evidence to reject the claim. Okay. On this basis, it blank that group of students are reasonably good at estimating 1 minute, right? It does appear. Okay. Yes. All right. I think, is that the end of it or you have more questions? That's it. Okay. Thank you very much.